This is a Headgum original.
Oh, we're right into it.
Headphones.
Why?
Do we need them?
Headphones.
We always wear them in this one. Not necessarily.
Just the headphones, yeah. If you wouldn't mind with the headphones, I appreciate it.
Everyone's
Bangs into the room. Haircut. Allie, curtain bangs.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah. Well, what?
No, I was just saying, I said thank you, and then I realized it's like an acknowledgement, not a compliment.
Yeah, you didn't say nice curtain bangs. You just
I said bangs into the room. I did a whole song.
Oh.
How is that not a compliment?
Bangs,
Or you got it on the
bangs.
first
Oh,
go around.
thanks.
I was
Geoff.
so excited about whatever segment you thought of, but there's no segment.
The segment is let's talk about Allie's hair.
I was hoping it
Love
was
it.
a rice parody.
A what?
Rice into your pot.
Yeah. Burn inside a walk.
See?
Wow,
No, they
that's why
rice
he
themselves.
writes the song and not you.
What song is that? It's called
Bang Bang.
by who?
Jessie J.
Jessie J.
Yeah. And
It's
the
a really good
Housers.
song.
Jesse
Wow.
J and the Housers, I think.
Is that a full glass of milk?
This is malto meal.
Malto meal?
Malto meal, yeah. Basically, it's an afternoon dairy. Allie, what made the cosmic shift to, it's like sort of vaudevillian in a way. The
One
bangs,
quick
because-
question.
Sorry, just 1 second. Because basically, like, they reveal themselves like the stage does as well to have. So I'm wondering why the hair shift and the personality shift to match/boot.
I thought that maybe it would be fun to have a haircut that felt like a haircut versus something that's just there. I was ready to make a statement summer.
That was an accident.
Is everything recording?
Everything is recording.
you
We've got
sure?
the video going. We've got
Okay.
the audio going.
Cool.
Because we did one episode with Amelia that was like quite visual,
Oh, yeah.
and then we realized at the end there was
The
no
cameras-
video. And I'm like,
Some
if we're gonna be
fucking
talking
idiot hadn't
about
pressed
the haircut
record, yeah.
the whole time,
I think it was
and there's no
Casey.
video.
And if Anya had asked you during that episode, is everything recording? Would you have said
Anya
yes?
ad Astra?
I think,
You think he would have said yes? It's recording.
Yeah, but
like the
I
problem
can
is
see that it
deeper
is
than-
this time.
Yeah.
It's obviously hard because I try to like have genuine connections and conversation with Allie about the
You're-
shift in hair and personality, the gravitational pull that's now suddenly circling your ass. Has anyone nicknamed you Haircut yet?
You.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
For the record, her personality is exactly the same. It's great, and it doesn't need updating.
When did you get a haircut, by the way?
I didn't say it needed
This-
updating. I didn't say the
like,
hair needed
over the
updating, but she
weekend.
chose.
Oh, so it is new.
Imagine if she cleared it with you first.
I had a friend go into a hairstylist's place of work
Mhm.
and ask for bangs. The hairstylist said, "You're not ready."
Oh.
Do you feel different since the bangs?
I've had them before. It feels weird having them back. I keep getting surprised by myself when I look in the mirror. I forget that I made a change, but
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
This
I'm having
is-
fun.
Is there anything more vulnerable than getting bangs and then immediately going on a video podcast and then having that be the subject of the podcast? Like, that's so
Yeah.
unfair.
I
Yes,
think
and
Anya's
well,
just
because I
jealous.
kind of forgot that I was doing this, so I didn't like do my hair.
It was
I
the
wasn't
first thing
like
I noticed when I walked in. This was not going to be part of the episode.
Really?
Yeah. Haircut. So.
yeah, haircut.
I also got a haircut.
I kind
by
of,
the way.
and then my hair's
Yours
up,
was-
but it's
yeah.
kind of like a shaggy moment. I actually we kind of have the same. I kind of have your haircut now.
I love your hair. I
Did you
just
go
mean like
into-
I would
yeah.
die if I got bangs for the first time and then went on a podcast where the host made that the subject. Because it's hard. We were talking about this. It's like the hard when you walk in to work after getting a haircut, you want like 1 to 2 people say that it looks good and notice. But like if
You don't want
everybody
like a
notices,
seismic shift.
if everybody
It's like
notices,
if I had a mustache and then everyone's talking about the mustache and then I went on the
But is that
podcast
not
and
why
Joe was
anyone
asking
makes a
about
change ever?
mustache.
If you shaved your beard into a mustache, you would. Part of the reason for doing that is for people to be like, "Whoa, mustache."
Yeah, well, that's also a big reason why I don't.
do people will mustache you a lot?
No, because I always have the mustache.
I think it's a staple now.
Yeah.
It'd be weirder if you didn't.
exactly right.
What if the first time you got a mustache, you went on a podcast and that's all they talked about?
I'm sure that is what happened.
Well,
How long have you had the mustache?
I don't know why this is turning into a cross
And
examination
why
about a mustache. I
do
just
you
wanted
feel
to
like
grill
you-
Allie about her hair?
Do you ever feel like you need to get rid of it? Do you try to get rid of it and then it's like you're
I just shaved it once
unrecognizable?
for a commercial.
And how did that go?
I looked like 5 years younger.
So you're trying to look older with your mustache.
I just like how it looks. I don't care
And
what
you look 5 years older.
I don't mind.
you just
that
said that.
either, because then people.
Is it part of the long hair? It's like a long hair mustache duo, or do you think you can get rid of one?
Can you do
one?
one without the other?
I can do the mustache with shorter hair. I
Do you think it
know if
helps
I can
you
do the
book?
long hair. Nah, I don't know. I think the long hair does.
It does. Why?
I don't know.
Oh, so
That's
why
what my
did you say
managers
that?
have said.
Because it's more unique.
There's not
But,
that
like,
many men with long hair, so I think
How
that when
many
they call
parts are like,
people
I
in
need
for
someone to be unique?
Yeah, not a lot, but like the ones that do, you
Then he's
smaller
eliminated
pool,
a big
smaller
part of
pool,
the
so you don't need as
competition.
much talent.
Has your agent told you that?
They were like, "We like the look. Don't change your hair."
What about the mustache?
That they didn't comment on specifically, but they said they
And
like
do
the
you
look.
think don't you think that says a lot?
I think it's part of the look. I think when I
you
shaved
don't
it,
think
it didn't
them
look
not
good.
commenting on saying something about your hair but not commenting on the
They didn't
mustache
say the
at all?
hair. They said we like the look. Don't change the hair because I wasn't asking about the
You just said the
mustache.
hair. You said they didn't say anything about the hair, but then they did say the hair.
And you
I
did ask about
asked-
your look?
I asked. I said, "Do you think I should cut my hair?" Post pandemic, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep the hair.
Uh-huh.
I said, "Should I cut the hair to be more available for other kind of roles?" And they were like, "No, we like the look. Don't change a thing."
Don't change a thing. So you're changing your story.
It's 2 years ago. I didn't remember exactly what they
So-
said on the phone when I was in the Headgum,
Earlier
New
you
York
said they said
office
don't change the
hallway.
hair.
It was
Now you're
hard.
changing
And
your story.
now-
So like, did they say change anything? Your story,
I think
your mustache?
after the CBS showcase came out, they were like, "Don't change anything from that." And in
Uh-huh.
that, I had this look. So
Have you changed anything at all?
only there's been seismic shifts in my personality, but not in my appearance. Sort of the anti-Allie.
Do you think about that every time you because Allie got bangs, it doesn't affect her day-to-day life almost at all. Except
I
for when
went
she
to a
looks in the
Mets
mirror.
game and I immediately made it my entire personality.
I can see that.
Right.
Now you're a Mets
Did
fan?
you see the mariachi band at the Mets game?
Did you see that Grimace threw out the first pitch, and since then they've been 6-0?
You know that's my team
The
as
Mets?
of a couple months ago.
What do you mean as of a couple months ago?
Yeah, my Mets, I call them.
My Mets.
My
Our
Mets.
Mets. I've always said that.
Did you see that the mariachi band played Higher by Creed last night at the
This
game?
is why you got to be a Mets fan. They do weird ass shit.
I know, I love it. And I love their big little bobblehead mascots.
My
They're hot
grandfather
and
was a
horny.
Yankees fan and a Mets fan. I thought at
That's
first he
crazy.
was just a Yankees fan, but then my aunt told me when I was home in Ohio in June that he liked both because he just loved baseball so much.
Interesting.
Ultimately, I didn't really want to be a Yankees fan, but I was like, my grandfather rooted for the Yankees. I should root for the Yankees.
Uh-huh.
And then I
You
found
do a
out
lot of New York appropriation for someone who does not live there and is not from there.
my whole family's from there. On
Since
my mom's
when?
side.
You just said
Since
your whole family, but
1685.
then just on his mother's side.
Yeah, so not your whole family.
So
Half,
So again,
half
he's
of my
changing a
family.
story.
not including you.
This whole time you've been lying to us about various things.
So
My-
Grimace threw out that first pitch.
6-0 since then.
It's pretty
My 10x great grandparents got married in a Dutch church in
good.
Flatbush.
10x. Is that
Like great all the way back.
1680s.
Jesus.
really?
Yeah, pilgrims.
Wait, really?
Is that why you look like that?
That's my question. My next question.
What do you mean?
You have like a buckle head attitude.
And shoe.
Because of the hats that I often buy, and
You are wearing
That's
that
so
big hat
true.
sometimes.
that's true. It's
Is that
hard.
part of your seismic change look
I
thing?
think sometimes when you come into the office with any kind
Me?
of difference, one
Oh.
goes in the office with any kind of change in appearance, the last thing you want is to be like lambasted on a podcast
That's
immediately.
right. Or even have any comments about it.
So let's just.
So here's the question
Allie,
I had
let's
for
talk
you.
about the bangs.
I did a quick question.
Yeah.
When you make like I said,
There's
when
so much
Allie
to get
changes
to,
her
but we're
bangs,
just
it
talking about
affects
hair.
almost no part of her life except for this right now.
And that's good.
But every time you think about changing something, do you have to have a whole like, okay, but my career, how is this going to affect? Am I going to book more, book less?
Did you ask your agents if you could become a Mets fan?
It's
Exactly.
obviously hard because everything is about branding. And for me, I was wanting to brand myself.
Do you
with
feel like
Mr.
you're doing
Met
a
on
good
my
job?
ass. What's that?
Do you feel like you're doing a good job with that?
I obviously wish that my resume
Grandfather
spoke
was
for
still
itself,
alive.
but instead, I start crying blood.
You kind of made the New York Rangers your whole personality like 3 to 4 weeks ago.
yeah,
And
now
now
the
it's
hockey
Mets.
season is over. Now it's baseball season. So now I'm all about the Mets.
I guess that makes sense. Is that how people do it? Sports
No,
wise?
usually you sort of stick to where you're from. The
Right.
Guardians,
Ohio.
right? Is your Cleveland team.
It's
You're
obviously hard.
you're a Cavs fan.
Huge Cavs fan, but I didn't really.
Columbus Blue Jackets, I guess, should be your hockey team.
No, that's not Cleveland.
Ah.
That'd be like you rooting for the Padres.
Huh.
Huh.
It's easy.
Well,
It wouldn't
some
be if
things are hard,
Cleveland
but
had
this
its
one's
own
easy.
hockey team.
I probably would root for the Cleveland hockey team if there was a Cleveland hockey team.
what about football?
What?
Browns?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's
Their quarterback is like a
the
serial
Cavaliers?
Cleveland Cavs
SA
is
or-
basketball.
basketball.
It's hard, because you get to pick and choose. It's like, which team is fun to root for? Is it fun to root for the Jets? Not really. Is it fun to root for the Mets? Yeah.
Of course, because of their little hot, horny mascots.
And I don't really like football. Football's boring to have.
But baseball's exciting.
Football doesn't. You can see how football wouldn't. Like, he's got a brand going, and football doesn't fit into the brand.
Baseball's like, you go there, you have a
not
brat,
it.
you have a beer. Sorry, I wasn't even close to done. Basically, it's nice. You go there, you hang out, you get the whole row. You can get the tickets for cheap. You can
And
get the tickets
Mets,
for real cheap.
like Mets, are like the underdog. Like that appeals to Geoff.
I
root for
feel
a
like
team.
I've been grandfathered into Hollyweird, if that's fair to say. I feel like my resume doesn't quite speak for itself, but I feel like the look
Your
has it.
grandfather was a Yankees
Jets
fan.
So I've been Long Island in. I've been Amityville into Hollyweird. I'm obviously trying to figure out like what my in is. I
Have
don't
you
know
ever
if it's
lived
the
in
look.
New York?
For a few months.
Where?
Williamsburg and Greenpoint.
He lived at
Yeah.
First and First.
You only know that
nexus
because
of
I
the
said
universe.
It's true. I didn't know that until last week.
that. Yeah.
Right there. Who told you that, by the way? That was part of your
You mentioned
Jeopardy
it
live.
in a Jake and Amir watch Jake and Amir once, and
Mm.
I just committed that to memory.
What if he was kidding?
I don't think he was
True.
because it was the fired episode,
Yeah.
and
He wouldn't
we
be
shot
scared.
it there or something.
Mm.
Mm.
And I know that intersection because it's right by.
I'm going to
Lucian.
New York next week.
Are you going to go to Lucian?
Lucian. Are you going to go to this obscure wine bar on First Avenue?
I wasn't planning on it.
None
but
of
maybe.
this is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted
know.
to hound
And
Allie.
then I'm going to Alaska.
Juneau or
Yeah.
why?
Juneau.
Weird routing.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like a
Alaskan cruise
bi-coastal
or what?
wedding that I'm not allowed to call a wedding. It's like a party.
Wait,
but,
didn't Emma just do this?
Yeah, but hers was in Maine.
But actually, the
And
people
also
who are getting
Alaska
married are
was-
from
6 in the
Maine,
morning?
which is crazy.
But it was like Maine and also like across the country.
I don't know about the second leg.
I
But
think you might
there
be
was
conflating like things Emma told you and things I told you because we're the same to you.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
We have a lot to get to, and we've barely broken the surface.
Oh, yeah, let's play fucking Muffin or Trevor Ruffin or something, where we try to decide whether this is a picture of a muffin or a guy named Trevor.
Who's your biggest zero?
What?
Who's your biggest zero?
Anya?
That's not bad.
I
Just-
thought you were
just the
setting him up
name
for
alone.
No, it's like who's your biggest hero, but anti in a way
Probably skinny Hercules.
because he wasn't
He
quite
went
there.
0
there.
to hero.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Anya zero.
Who's my biggest zero, meaning person I dislike?
Just like hero of yours that's sort of nothing.
Casey.
And the Sunshine Band or Donahue,
And of the Donahue. He's going to be right here in a second. There he is.
Amir.
Jason Tatum, probably.
Yeah. Why?
Well, he plays for my least favorite team,
Correct.
but then he's also like a Kobe fan, so it's like, that's kind of nice. Then also he wears number 0.
Wow.
He's
That's
really
not
good,
bad.
but like,
I'd like to clarify something.
yeah.
Casey is my hero.
Okay.
He only
But
is
he's
zero.
sort of nothing.
Like, he's not that famous.
Not
That's what I
that.
mean.
He's not at all famous.
He's a little famous. He's on this show a lot.
That's not fame. If that was fame, I would probably have kind of an Amityville angle into Hollyweird to have. My resume would speak for itself.
Have you guys ever been recognized on the street for this show?
Only when I'm at work things.
Like Headgum events?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've been working the door for Headgum Happy Hour and had people come up to me and say, "You're that girl who has a cat?"
Yes, exactly.
And I am.
Chicken. Have you ever been recognized for this?
At a Headgum show
But not like at
out in the
a
street.
bar.
No, which kind of proves Jeff's point.
So,
Have you been recognized?
yeah.
What do they say?
Is it awesome?
Usually they threaten me with a gun.
No.
Oh my God.
That's all.
Anya's like, well, let's just hear them out.
Let's hear this
They have a point.
burglar out.
Yeah, he thinks he's getting recognized.
He's getting held up.
Just being mugged.
Don't you just want a selfie, bro? Why do you want my wallet?
This is so not be joy of you. If you could die in hospice, which U.S. care facility would you choose?
You're talking like a brand name of a care facility?
Sorry, I think
Who's footing the
Allie's almost
bill?
there.
Why was it Allie?
Well,
you didn't,
if you're in
heard of her?
hospice, you're gonna die soon. So nobody's.
So
I guess
it's
the
not
U.S.
my
government.
problem?
Yeah.
My answer is the nicest one.
Bang, bang into your star. Da, 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 dang, dang, da, 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 da. Song is really good.
There's a real Tuesday energy to today's episode. I can tell you guys had a really full day, and I keep not being able to sleep.
Really?
In a way, yeah.
You're having insomnia?
Not insomnia. I just can't get tired before 3 a.m.
Is it because
Which
you
is
sleep
different
in,
from
or do you still
insomnia
wake
for some
up early?
reason.
What's your biggest fear?
Usually these are unique.
Follow up.
Yeah.
Biggest pear?
Fruit? The fruit?
Clements?
You did send me 6 pears in the mail.
See, I don't think
Harry
you should
and
bring it
David.
up because then that's exactly what he wants. I like it when
But I liked
he
it.
spends a lot of money on a gag
Yeah.
and no one talks about it on the show, and then it's
Well,
just
usually that
totally
leaves me a gag and a goss.
And a gog.
A jar.
A gog. A
Yeah.
jar.
How were they?
The pears were good, and it made me
Succulent
realize
or
there's
juicy?
what?
Succulent, juicy.
Yeah. There was 6 pears in a box from Harry and David. Henry and David. What is it?
Harry and David.
Harry
yeah.
and David. I assume it cost $40, $50 to send me 6 pears.
$42.95.
Yeah. The equivalent of spending $1.35 at
Two
Trader
expensive
Joe's or
salads.
something.
Yeah. Well, these days, just a salad.
The pears were good, and I realized there's probably a lot of fruit that I don't buy just because I don't think about it. But if I did buy pears and put them in the fridge, they're a nice, healthy snack to have. And I never consider ever buying pears.
Wow,
Do you guys ever buy
that's
fruit?
crazy.
So I
That's
obviously.
nice that you did that because he's never considered buying pears before.
It's not supposed to be mean. It's
I'm more of
supposed
an
to be a
apple,
gift.
banana guy.
I
yeah.
wrote you a letter.
They're right next. When you're at the store, they're right there, right next to the apples. In fact,
But there's
Yeah.
something about getting them in a fancy box that feels like such a treat.
Right.
One
It's
of them
very,
was wrapped in gold foil.
Yeah,
only
of them
one.
was.
Was that one special?
No,
That
it
one was
tasted just like the
poisoned.
others.
So there's a
I
poison
want-
apple and then there's a poisoned pear. So there was a glob in
You
the
can feel
center.
free to cut this out, but he already made that joke on Slack
Really?
verbatim.
Me?
Yes.
That's actually
I
pretty
can
good. Was it me or Angie?
Definitely not Angie.
yeah,
has
Angie
a
made the
child.
poison joke.
Yeah. She
What
barely
would
knows
we
what this
all
is.
change about Amir if we could? And obviously, you got to take people as they are. You don't want to be conditionally loving people. But I think for me, it would have to be. Sometimes you're a little too even keeled. I'd love to see you get a little angrier and a little sadder, and happier. You're never that happy. You're
Today, he made Katie pour some of her smoothie bowl out for him because he didn't make it here in time to have lunch with us.
Well, I didn't make her.
In a way, I felt like the pressure was really high for her to share it with you.
Well, the
it
pressure
was
was
crazy.
equally on for everybody, but Katie said that she couldn't possibly eat such a large acai bowl.
Which is an
Yeah.
insane thing. Obviously, she can. It's just fruit.
Have you ever seen a grown man eat a little bit of an acai bowl out of a Dixie cup?
Yeah, it was a crazy thing.
you ate it the way people
coffee cup.
take aspirin
Yeah.
at the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a little Dr. Sippy cup thing. It was it was funny. I guess I would go back in time and let Katie finish her own acai bowl.
That was my first
yeah.
one, my first ever acai bowl.
I love an acai. Do you ever have an acai?
We got it from Backyard, which is your go-to.
Well, I've started making my own at home. They're not quite acai because I don't really get the acai.
Because he
fruit.
lives too far away from any smoothie bowl place now.
Can I give my smoothie recipe?
Mhm.
It's actually kind of huge. Are you guys ready?
Mhm.
You guys ready for this shit? Orange juice,
Disgusting.
Already too much sugar.
ciggies,
Cigars.
I really thought he meant cigarettes. Cigarettes.
cigars,
the Greek
loose leaf
yogurt.
tobacco.
The yogurt.
Yeah, the yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Plain.
Sorry.
Full fat.
Is it our smoothie recipe or is it mine?
Asking
asking.
you.
Orange juice.
Yeah,
Greek
you already
yogurt.
said that.
I'm starting over because if people they can
So far,
clip
you
this
just
out.
made an orange Julius.
An orange ciggies. Orange juice, Greek yogurt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't
Does not
have
have
to
to start
That's
over.
already baked
We're-
in.
Yeah.
We know that.
We're green. We're with you.
Move on to the
We're
third.
Orange
showing you that
juice.
we're with you.
Greek yogurt.
Ciggies. Specifically.
Orange juice.
Ciggies.
I don't want to keep having to start over.
You don't have to.
Orange juice.
Siggy's got it. Next. Third. What's third?
Orange juice.
More orange juice. That's so much sugar.
Now we're getting it all twisted. It's just we need silence in the room for the reverence.
Did you say Oliver Twist?
What's that?
May I have some more, sir?
Nice.
Smoothie.
The whole office cracks up.
How could they hear
Orange juice, Greek yogurt, collagen peptides, frozen banana, frozen blueberries, psyllium husk powder. That's everything you need.
And cigarettes?
And a bunch of tobacco, yeah.
Yeah. Loose leaf.
Do you freeze your own bananas or you buy bananas in a bag frozen?
You can do either.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Why?
Why do you, what are the collagen peptides for? Tell us.
Protein. There's like 50 grams of protein in this shit.
Why collagen peptides
Because
versus...
there's no flavor. And collagen's good for you.
How long
Or-
can I keep a frozen
Again, this
banana
goes back
in
to
my
your
freezer?
appearance.
I think like a year.
Forever?
I think you have to slice it. You can't just put a full banana in there.
Oh,
Yeah, because then
Really?
if you
Yeah,
if
I
you
made
make
that
that mistake and you try to
mistake
put it in
Allie,
a smoothie,
you're
it's
like
not going to work.
You got to
An ace in
pre-cut
the
it and then
kitchen.
freeze like the
I know,
little
but
banana.
I don't really know
right.
that much about fruit.
Yeah.
What makes you guys laugh
should,
the
You
worst?
should get the fruit basket
The
Sorry.
pear.
to learn more because he just learned about pears. Had no idea those existed.
What makes you
you
guys
should
laugh
send
the
Allie
worst?
something next.
What makes you guys laugh the worst?
Laugh
The worst?
Yeah, what
You-
makes you laugh
you.
the worst?
Not at all.
No, just like the worst that makes you laugh.
Like the opposite of the most or the most but also
The
in a weird
worst thing that's
fashion?
made me laugh.
Well, worst isn't the opposite of most. You kind of have to like,
It's the opposite of best.
yeah. So instead of what makes you laugh the best, which might be like old Don
is-
Rickles clips, what
It
makes
is
you laugh
funny
the
to think about
worst?
this show making people laugh the worst
The
because
worst,
you
I was
do
gonna say.
laugh, but it's like despite
You feel bad.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a challenge not to, yeah.
I guess like when you get the giggles in a very serious place.
Oh my god.
I was going to say, yeah.
Like
Maybe
a
like-
funeral. and
My
then
family's
somebody
like
farts or
is
something.
really good at that.
yeah. I was trying not to laugh during your vows, we should say.
Okay.
Were they funny?
They were
I didn't think
apoetic.
so. They were what?
Apoetic. They were without poetry.
They didn't rhyme.
They didn't have to.
Yeah.
It was
and
prose.
poetry.
That was prose.
It's
It was a
prose.
speech.
I was like in my head trying to like edit it to make it rhyme, and it was
Yeah.
still hard because like nothing rhymes with love.
Well,
No, some things do, but nothing rhymes with orange.
If you could choose to make any day about you, why would that day be Juneteenth, asshole?
I already said my piece on this just moments ago.
Which
Tomorrow.
Is, well, you were saying we should have scheduled the Jeopardy live stream for Juneteenth.
I don't think so, but I did say that we all should be working.
Should or should not?
Should. We should be.
Okay.
Whites.
Do I
Like,
get the
why
day
do I
off?
get the day off? I don't know. You're like a pilgrim.
Only half?
You should be working most of all.
Maybe
That's
just
true.
half day.
Maybe just a half day, yeah, because of the Dutch
You can go at one.
What's your biggest complaint about fear?
What are these weird job interviews?
What's
that
the
you've
one you
been
asked
giving
earlier? What's your
people?
biggest fear?
Yeah.
Is this a
I said,
follow-up
what's your
question?
biggest fear / pair?
Oh.
Have
Mine
you guys
is
had the
throwing
beach
up.
plums? Growing up or
Really?
throwing
Throwing
up?
up. Throwing up.
Throwing up.
Yeah,
Hurling.
correct.
Retching?
Yep.
Okay.
All of it very, very scary.
Why is
like-
that? Because you have a very delicately balanced gut flora / fauna.
How's your microbiome?
It's not good, but that's not why I'm like very scared of doing it.
I've started on kefir. Have we talked about this? That's why I've stopped coming.
Why
to
aren't
the
you
office,
putting
'cause I'm
that
worried.
in the smoothie bowl?
It's too much dairy.
No,
you know?
take out the ciggies. The ciggies is not mandatory.
The
Why do
Siggies is
people like
19 grams of
kefir
protein.
so much? It's like fermented foods, which are supposedly good for you, right?
They're
Yeah,
supposed to kind of like
probiotic.
help you with your gut microbiome or whatever.
My
There's so much we don't know about that.
It can't hurt.
There was a moment last week during the when we were setting up for the live stream where I said, "How come every time I eat, my stomach hurts immediately?" And Geoff, like, I've never seen him like he looked so serious. Like he's never sincere about anything, and he looked at me and said, "It's your gut microbiome." And he's like, "And you have to start probiotics now." And I did, and I'm feeling much better.
Really?
Kefir or
Pills. I can't do dairy.
what about fucking kraut? Yeah, sour or otherwise. We could just go to
My friends
Würstel's.
work at a sauerkraut factory, like some of my closest friends.
That makes it seem like they're like shoveling cabbage into like a mill.
Did you do that
That's
thing where you
literally they're
shit in
doing
the
that.
tube and send it?
That's
to,
what they do.
Yeah, but I think
Someone's
I
gotta.
might have
How do you
sent
think it
to
gets
the
in a
wrong
jar?
address. I sent it to.
So
I
that's
just-
my address. Cut that
Re-
out, obviously.
Really? I thought it was Quest.
Yeah.
I
You sent
got-
me pears.
I messed it up because I have this like document that's like a quest to burn your place to the ground, Kevin style.
Did you see the
Kevin
documentary
style?
about the gut and how like some people do fecal
Oh.
transplants?
Yeah, I've considered
Ooh.
that.
Yeah, I guess it's like
You're-
a quick way
yeah.
to change your microorganisms in your stomach is to literally take other people's shit
Yeah.
and consume them.
I
as
wouldn't mind
meals.
Micah's shit. He's kind of jacked.
He's very healthy.
I was going to say. Does he eat really healthy? I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to like not have fries. Fries are the best.
Life's short. I think you can have fries.
What'd you have for breakfast?
What time of day? I had the smoothie. That's what I have for breakfast every day.
What
You've
else?
been making it.
I haven't eaten yet. Other than that, 'cause
Your
I had that for
food
lunch.
habits are.
I had that for lunch at noon. It's 4.
I know, but like there are times where you're like, I haven't eaten all day. I had a Ritz
That's
cracker.
because sometimes when I'm outlining this shit on days that we record, I go crazy and I forget.
But
to eat.
like, what? Because like we don't see the end result of that effort.
what do you
Basically, you should
You-
eat and not plan because it doesn't come off as planned at all. So you might as
Like
well
what
have
you spent all
cereal.
day stressing about these questions.
mean? And more. There's actually more, and I was also,
Yeah, what was that?
I was also thinking about
He's
Allie's
being
hair.
his grandfather now. He's
What time
kind
of day is the
transformed.
earliest you should sing?
It seems like there's not a limit to how early, but maybe 5:45 a.m.
And have you ever had a nickname like Wow?
Like, whoa.
That's funny. Let's
Commercial.
rein it in.
Like wow.
Commercial.
Let's rein it in.
Commercial for sure for that. Yeah.
And we're back. What celebrity ma would you most like to have?
I was so sure you were going to go into another segment.
It's all
Is
just
it
the
just
questions.
questions for
There's
the rest
more.
of
More questions?
More questions or more
What
segments?
is to half?
Halve in half.
Oh.
Do you think the New York Jets would have been named something different if they'd been part of a 2002 NFL expansion?
Would have been named something else.
No way they would have done the New York Jets, right? If
Oh,
it was
because of
2002.
9/11.
Oh.
Because of what? 9/11 was my first memory.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
4?
You
So what's the
remember
memory?
It
What?
was being pulled out of school.
School? You mean like
Pulled out?
kindergarten?
Pre-K, yeah.
Yeah.
They pulled just you?
Yeah, I think we got him. It's that little fucker with a mustache.
No,
For as long as you can remember.
they only pulled like 4 or 5 of us. It was like me, Dev, Krishna.
They were like, we
Um,
see a common thread
what's-
here.
Oh, this is good. What's a hobby that you love that most people don't know or care about? For me, it's got to be blacksmithing.
This is good.
Do you really?
I don't know how to do it yet.
But he loves it.
I'd love it.
I
I'd
so
love it
see
if I
that
could.
for you. We need more.
I want to make iron art /ore.
Oh.
Or
Nah.
or not.
Do you feel like you guys have been given a gift?
Yeah, I guess the pears.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Not like the opportunity.
Just the pears, I think.
I think maybe just the quinces. Yeah.
He doesn't know what that is. He just found out what a pear is.
Quince I know because of White Man Can't Jump. Foods that start with the letter Q.
Oh, that's right.
Back,
That's Amir's
side,
favorite movie.
or stomach. Same. Let's do for sleep and seizures.
The answer for all 2 is side.
That's a good call.
Mhm.
Bring the action.
Is that a music video debut sound? That is.
Yeah.
That's from
someone's
making the video.
Making the video. Nora Cole.
Starbucks vibes.
I went to omakase.
Oh.
Chefs don't know rice, trash rice from them.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I left you at the sushi bar. Chefs don't know rice, trash rice from chefs. They don't know rice, they never char. When I saw the lack of soy, I wish that I could take the reins. No one ought to praise Roy Choi. Even he don't char the grains. Basmati's drenched in so.
So?
In what?
He's gonna come in with a yeah in a second.
Poison globs onto fish roe. It blackens. To get a char, you can use ghee. All the rice looks black to me. Bomba rice should break your teeth if it's ruined perfectly. Brown rice is specked with char. It crunches more than dal. Someone, fuck. Someone, fuck. It's an instrumental break. Sing along if you know the words.
Who sings this song? Nora something?
What's that?
Who sings this song?
Nora Jones.
Nora Jones.
Son of Ravi Shankar, daughter. Someone has to earn your trust. Chefs don't know rice, they never char. Rice is better with a crust. Chefs don't know rice, trash rice from chefs. Chefs don't know rice, trash rice from them. Chefs don't know rice, trash rice from chefs.
That's really good.
You were on your phone. How good could it have been?
Well, I don't understand the chorus. Chefs don't know rice, trash rice from chefs.
Basically, don't omakase, don't trust the chef.
Oh, don't trust rice from chefs.
No, sorry.
Bring the action.
So that is the sound from making the video.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I really like the Roy Choi
You were so
shout-out.
small when
yeah,
that
the
was
Roy
on.
Choi
That was really good.
Yeah.
I went to omakase.
Where?
Chefs don't know rice, they never
Oh.
char.
Okay.
I left you at the sushi
I really
bar.
thought he was telling us a story. I was like, that's what where did you go?
I left you at the sushi bar. Chefs don't know rice, so trash rice from chefs.
Oh, I see. Chefs don't know rice, so when you get the rice from the chef, trash it.
Yeah, basically.
I see.
Add it to a
Trash
trash
rice.
And you know, like, the best songs are the ones that you kind of have to explain.
Yes,
the chorus
otherwise
to.
you don't want to handle.
Couldn't agree more. When I saw the lack of soy, I thought that I should take the reins. Like, I thought I should be cooking the rice.
Yeah.
I don't know, omakase dining experience.
That part was clear.
I feel like we don't talk enough about how good Jeff's voice actually is.
No
Well,
one ought to
he's
praise
dumbing it.
Roy
He's
Choi.
making it
There
worse.
was-
I know. So it must be really good when he's trying.
Well, have you heard him do a cappella and stuff?
When would I have heard that?
Like in videos?
Amir came to one of my like high school concerts.
What was your acapella name? Like,
We didn't make the name. It was just like,
Yeah, let's hear it though.
so you guys, when they announced you, they were like, it's just like
it's called The Males.
the males.
The Males, yeah. Because it was all guys.
That's
But
the
what's the
best
pun?
you guys have.
I didn't make the name. You had to audition for The Males.
And did you get it?
I did.
You know, because you went. Where did you hear him sing a cappella?
Basmati's
doing it right now.
drenched
I kind of
in
felt like this one was a good
soul.
one to sing to a baby.
Get Gemma in
You were
here.
falling asleep.
Yeah.
I would love to babysit Gemma and regale her with all these songs. I feel
Remember
like
Goldie?
Han?
She's turning 2 in 2 days.
Want to feel
That
old?
baby you met.
Goldie.
How
This
old
is
was she
Goldie.
when she was on the stream? 6 months? It's crazy that
Goldie Hawn once said I was a
3/4.
cute baby.
Oh my God, full
Wow.
circle.
Was she?
Yeah.
When did you meet her?
When she was a baby.
Her and Kurt Russell were standing behind my parents at a restaurant, going
You've
up
met
to
a
the
lot
host
of
stand.
people with your parents in lines.
I know. I keep telling you these stories.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Around what year do you
Maybe.
think the 2 martini lunch was phased out?
69. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What's the most daring thing you've never done?
Bungee jump.
I was gonna say, yeah.
War. Go
What's
to
the
war.
goat appliance?
Or throw up.
Ew.
Vitamix or
Really?
immersion blender?
What about the creamy, the Ninja Creamy?
I don't think that's real.
What do you use? Vitamix, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make your smoothies with?
Vitamix, I just said.
Hmm.
And he said, yeah. He didn't want to admit it, but it's true. You know it's true.
Do you think it really makes a difference, a nice blender, the money?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Okay, yeah, mine's
I'm-
shit.
I inherited a Vitamix from my mom, and life changing.
Okay, I'm doing like a $25 Black & Decker.
You can
okay?
make soup.
I hear you can blend vegetables that are not hot so quickly that it warms it up and becomes soup. Is that true?
What?
That's what I just said, but he said it longer.
No, you said you can make soup, which like with hot broth and
no,
vegetables.
that's what I meant.
You're saying I can put cold vegetables in the blender and it goes around so fast it literally boils the
It's very
water?
powerful.
That's incredible.
That seems like a fucking science experiment. Have you done that?
Oh my God.
I
Have you done that? Yes or no? It's a
haven't,
yes
but
or no question.
I've
If
seen
you've
people
done
do it. I've
wow.
seen people do it in my own house, in my own Vitamix.
You have done that. You have
Jeff's
seen it
friend.
before.
Jeff's friend.
Sorry.
Who would play me better in a biopic about my untimely death? Daniel Radcliffe in Brownface or other?
Other in brown face.
Fisher Stevens.
Oh my.
Who's that?
Fisher Stevens in brown
From
face playing you.
Succession, and he just did the David Beckham documentary.
So wait, you think they'd like have to like CGI
The guy with no neck? What the fuck? He's like 80.
He
de-age
has a
him,
neck. No, he's
de-age
like
him,
55.
and then add
No
brown
way,
face also
this guy.
CG?
I mean, however they want to figure it out.
He looks like a
it needs
fucking
to be
cast
Fish.
iron.
Well, you're casting him,
Really?
so that's kind of on you.
To have the honor to read with Stevens?
You're saying I put a bunch of boiled carrots in a Vitamix. Cool.
It's very
Is your
because if
glass-
you're making a
and
smoothie,
it
if it goes
spins
for
it
too
so
long, you
much.
can like feel it getting warm.
Yeah.
Is your glass half
Yeah.
empty or just fully empty? And on that subject, do I fill your cup?
Yes,
Yikes.
Jeff.
Mazel tov.
Have you started any new collections lately?
Wait. Yes.
What?
Everyone knows about my glass fruit. It's my new thing.
What?
I have a
Glass
lot of glass fruit. at
Are you
home.
trying to model your home after like a Caribou coffee in 1999?
Oh my God.
No, because that's not what
I
they
once
have
had
there.
such a bad friendship
want you to
breakup at a
Google
Caribou
glass-
Coffee.
Let's hear about the friendship breakup. First and last name of the friend that you broke up with or got broken up with.
No, I got dumped.
By a friend?
Yeah, but it's okay. They told me a couple years later it was a mistake.
Wow.
Wow, vindicated.
Did something happen or it was out of nowhere?
I didn't want to date them.
So that's not a friend breakup.
No, but
Yeah, you
we
said
were
that.
we were friends, but there was no. It was all for me. It was always going to be just friends.
Mm.
Of course.
Joan,
And-
that's awesome, by the way. That's cooler to be in that spot than the other.
Yeah.
I
Joan,
feel like
d-
Allie, you must have been in that spot a lot.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. No, but
She's
Must have been in that
choosy.
Caribou coffee a lot.
Choosy.
Joan Didion is to writing essays as Jeffrey James is to blank.
I guess coming up with
giving gifts.
a list of weird questions to ask.
It's a little reductive.
Is it? It's
Just-
what you've been doing on like
Just
four straight
showing up bare
episodes.
minimum.
That's what you think of Joe Didion?
No, she writes essays all the time. Jeff or did or does
Did.
Dead.
did,
Didion.
Joan
but
Didion.
Sorry.
Jeff shows up, does the bare minimum all the time.
And of the five senses,
Like he's
which would you
definitely
most want
here
to
right
give
now.
up?
But did he plan an
Smell.
episode?
Wait.
And the answer is no.
No.
He did not plan a full episode.
Five senses, lose one.
Smell.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. You know who can't smell? Jason Sudeikis.
Wow.
And my best friend in high school's mom, and we would smoke cigarettes in our house all the time.
Wow.
I would think I would lose smell. Because then I
Yeah.
could, no, sorry, I would lose taste.
What?
That's
I love
insane.
food, but yeah, it's just,
That's insane.
yeah, no.
I would lose sight
I would lose
of the forest from the trees.
I'd lose touch.
with taste. Have you ever been genuinely surprised or just feigned it?
I threw myself a surprise party once when I was
Classic.
in middle
Classic
school.
Allie.
You just didn't know what day was going to happen?
No, I had someone else invite everybody, and then I showed up and went,
That's so Allie.
yeah,
That is
it was
so
so
Allie.
me 12. I wanted an
Have you ever had a
12?
dizzying faint?
I have once. After a workout, I fainted at a smoothie place.
And what about, have you ever feigned a dazzle?
See, that's your problem. You never actually listen to the answers.
It's so
It
hard.
can lead to an interesting question, and then
Yeah.
he's all the way on to the next question.
fainted
'cause
at
he
a
thinks-
smoothie place.
Right, like
But
that's
that
what,
wouldn't
that would
happen
have
if
been
you had a
good
Vitamix
follow-up.
because you'd be at your house.
And-
I think it's a follow-up question. Have you ever feigned a dazzle?
No, it's not a follow-up.
I
'Cause
once
you had to
fainted
Phonetically
do
after
it.
similar.
regardless of what I said, you would have asked that question.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fun when we play games.
What's the ideal temperature to not be in a room for? Like, these are easy
and
to
does
say.
the tree make a sound?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Does steak have a place in vegan fundraisers? Because someone might want to support PETA, but they might want to eat
A
carne
pita,
with
yeah.
PETA. Yeah,
I would say no. If
PETA.
you're doing a vegan fundraiser, there's probably no meat.
I was going to say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agree or disagree? Not all people of color deserve a seat at the table. Let's start with Anya.
And end with her.
Disagree.
But I thought you're from Boston.
Got her ass.
Guys,
Yeah.
why do we find it so easy to forgo kind?
How many more do you have?
know.
And how many have we had?
Sorry, did you say spindly?
No.
That's actually the word of the fucking day.
Oh.
Oh.
Woo.
Spindly.
The shortest amount of a song you
That would be
play.
fun if we had to guess songs.
Oh, name that
That's-
tune.
Which
That's
that
a
would
new
be a good
show.
segment.
cookie came first? Chocolate chip or Oreo?
You're just actively shutting down better ideas. We're coming up with gold here. We're trying to help you, and we're just batting away the life raft. No,
Yeah,
let us drown.
We have little anecdotes. They're just going by.
I
we
fainted
could have
at a
like,
smoothie shop. Are you interested? How or what that looked like in any case?
Is
Or
that
just
an
I am interested.
I-
I want to know more about that story, but I also wonder if chocolate chip and Oreo.
yeah. It seems
I
like
felt
it's
like
just
I
the
said
second one.
another reason for you to have a Vitamix at home because then you wouldn't go. You would have fainted at home, and I thought that was a fun thing to say.
Well, I probably wouldn't have been able to drive home.
Were you recognized as you fainted, or was it kind of anonymous?
And it was
I
while
think
you were feigning a dazzle, or
Did you hit your head?
I didn't, but I could have. Like, I think I stumbled to the ground slowly, but it was on a concrete floor.
Oh my god!
And then you woke up and everyone was like kind of staring down at you.
No, I think it happened so fast. I think I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like
So you-
that level.
Didn't faint.
maybe you just had like a little bit of a dizzy moment.
No, I ended up on the ground.
Oh, okay.
It like
And
got,
then
like,
what happened?
cloudy. And I woke, and then I stood up. Like it was
But
like a
no one was
reset.
wondering what was
The
going
lady
on.
that I was ordering the smoothie from was wondering, "Are you okay?" Yeah, sorry about that.
that should have been in Lonely and Horny.
Wait, you stumbled all the way to the ground.
Yes.
Just
you got
a
back
through
up.
line. Is
Yeah.
that,
said sorry.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh, sorry." That
a
was
through
like,
line is
crazy.
that you're struggling with your hemoglobin levels.
I was iron deficient that day. You know, there's like a type of workout that like you just like can never like seem to catch your breath from. For me, it's the sled, like pushing a really heavy sled.
How is this better than the questions?
What is it? How old
There's
is
like
an
a
Oreo?
discussion. Like there's an actual conversation here.
Between the chocolate chip cookie and the Oreo, which do you think came first?
Yeah, probably chocolate chip.
Anya?
I'm gonna say Oreo.
Allie?
Chocolate chip.
1912. Oreo.
Oh.
1930, Toll House invented the chocolate chip cookie. You'd think that the chocolate chip was like in fucking colonial times, right?
I thought
it seems
the chocolate chip cookie was invented on accident by a scientist who had something in his pocket and he walked past a microwave.
that was LSD. No, in you think that because I think of chocolate chip cookies, I think of apple pie days. You know,
Days.
versus
You think about the white picket
days.
fences.
Yeah,
you think of the
Oreos
nuclear family.
in a way, but Oreo is to me like a corporate
Oreo
snack.
feels more old school though. It feels like a black and white cookie kind of vibes. Like it feels like
I
it's
heard that a
easier.
Hydrox-
It's easier to just make two little biscuits and put cream in between than it is to like invent the chocolate chip. Think about that.
Well, it was invented
That's
on
actually
accident, is what I thought.
I don't think so. You
Yeah.
think it was invented by someone
Who
was-
walked past a
Look
microwave.
how nice she's being to Allie when she disagrees. When she disagrees with me, she jumps down my throat and stares daggers at me.
Sorry, is this not a story that you all grew up hearing?
What?
That
The
it,
microwave.
I don't think the microwave was invented in 1939 or
Well,
Also,
it's-
even if you
it's
walk
something
by
to
a
do with-
microwave, it doesn't.
well, it had something to do with radiation. No one's
so
heard
not
this.
a microwave then.
Chocolate chips are full of radiation? What?
No, it was something about pocket. Someone, it was melty, and they thought, wait, hold on, here's something.
They had a sugar cookie and a chocolate bar.
It was
and
invented by
melted
accident.
together.
I might be
Is this
combining
not
a couple different stories.
Chocolate peanut butter?
Someone had a cookie.
I'm
and
enjoying this. Go ahead.
Banana cookie. And then there was chocolate. Maybe they were going to do a different. Something happened where they walked by something hot and something got melty in a pocket, and they ate it, and
And
they said this is the cookie.
but it's like, what was in their pocket?
A little bit of chocolate and a regular cookie.
Huh.
Just got a
I like
slack.
hearing Geoff slack. I
How
hope
do
those
you
stay in the
embody
edit.
welcome in your lives?
Kind of pineapple vibes.
I just kind of say it.
Mm.
Swinger?
Does heat increase
What?
or
Is
decrease
that what you
your
just said?
luster
I said
for
pineapple
life?
vibes.
What does that mean for you?
Pineapple is like
Here's a good one.
symbol of it means welcome.
Have you ever
It means
halved a lover,
swingers.
No, pineapple means welcome.
Amir?
Pineapple means welcome. Allie.
Do you find me spindly?
Allie.
Uh-oh. Are buffets new money?
No.
Really?
No, because that's the only place we could go out to dinner when my family was really poor.
Like
Mm.
Sizzler.
Welfare.
Well, there's
American. It was a
Sizzler.
hometown buffet.
Yeah. And then there's like the Vegas buffets that are open, I think 24/7.
I went to the Wynn buffet, the
How
really
is it?
fancy. It was honestly crazy.
How
In a
much
good
money
way.
is it?
I had a great time, but the amount of money, whatever amount of money you think it costs, it's more than that.
$100?
More than that.
More than $100?
Yeah, per person.
Because there's like crab and sushi. And
But like I wasn't that hungry and I
30.
didn't know what to do and I like wasn't
It's
getting
30.
my money's worth.
It's too overwhelming because it's like I can't eat all this food.
I
at
know.
once. So like I end up just having like a normal amount of dinner
I
because I, don't want to
know.
feel sick
I just
to my
tried
stomach.
every dessert instead
Yeah.
to kind of feel like I was getting something.
150. Just say how much it was.
It's like somewhere between, it's like 100 and something, 50, let's say.
If
Do
Trump
you not
is
think
reelected,
that pineapple is a sign of, it means welcome, a symbol of welcome?
Pineapple.
I think pears are a nice I've been thinking about you gift.
It's not what I asked.
Isn't it like an upside down pineapple means like you're a swinger or something?
Okay, sorry.
That's what I was saying.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
But
And which is a welcome. That's saying welcome in a different way, but you're also saying like Hawaiian, like the tropical. Yeah, that's also.
And
a
you
The
symbol.
said
word you're
thing
looking
about
for
the-
is aloha. Continue.
And also, by the way, I
I said I
looked it
didn't
up.
think that people of color should be sat at the table, but look at what I'm doing.
Talking to a white person about how she's welcome.
I
thought Allie was Middle Eastern.
you know what? There is someone whose name is Ali Khan, who's a Middle Eastern musician,
You know what?
and he has some music videos on YouTube.
Tell us about the cookie.
Okay, so I was
way.
surprise to zero. I was wrong, but it. A scientist noticed a candy bar melting rapidly in his pocket while he was working with a live radar set emitting microwave signals, and then figured out that the radar's compact cavity magnetron tube was responsible for heating the chocolate.
Mm.
And
So
he invented
his
microwaves.
his candy bar that melted in his pocket helped backwards invent the microwave.
Invented the
Got
microwave,
it.
not the chocolate chip cookie.
Yes.
So funny. So funny
And
the way you
in
got
terms
that wrong.
of the Oreo came second and like the Hydrox came first. Have you heard that? Where it's like now we think of the Hydrox as like the knockoff Oreo, but it actually predates the Oreo.
No.
Is it Hydrox?
I don't know what
What am I
I
Hydrox
thinking?
really
is.
don't know what you're talking about.
Molasses.
There's another Oreo that's like
Hydrox?
considered not as good. I think
Are you
it's
talking about a microwave component
HYD.
again?
He's thinking
PROX.
Purex. So they make reusable
I'm looking at it
Tupperware,
right
and
now.
they also
You wanna
put
look
cream
it up?
between biscuits.
Oreo competitor.
You're having a bad time and you are trying to blame that on us constantly having a conversation over here,
Yes.
but it's because you
Hydrox?
didn't think of
Mhm.
anything except for questions.
So what's
What?
called
That's
I've
such a
said nothing.
crazy name
I
for a
think this is a
cookie.
good
I can
It
tell you're
sounds like
mad.
a
That's why it
cleaning
didn't succeed.
solution.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Cut to
Oreo,
you.
Oreo came
Cut to
second
you.
and took over.
Do you guys
How
find?
mad do you look right now?
I think I lack a certain luster. I don't think I'm upset. Do you guys find artists infatuating creatively?
Sorry, what?
Hands right there.
That was a Headgum original.